New Year, same shit, bro. Happy New Year, guys. I ain't even gonna lie. I hope y'all enjoying y'all holidays. I wish I was feeling better, but the weather in Florida is more bipolar than my fucking last ex. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sick as shit right now. That's the second video I've done in a row, sick as fuck. But more content, and I've been with trying to write this Gumball video. Doing this shit now better than ever. I'm talking about the new season of the Wonderfully World of Gumball, and if you haven't watched that shit, once again with these titles, you need to watch that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, you're missing out on peak. The first episode I'm talking about is the first episode of the season. It's called The Summoning. We're starting off that episode with Darwin's big ass aspirations to be a photographer for the yearbook club. And as he goes, the Egg Twins said, hell nah, bro, we got Banana Joe out of all people to be doing that shit. And that nigga was taking pictures of his ass for a good second. One of many butt chokes in this season. I didn't even go lie to you, bro. They redirected that man to the pencil sharpening committee, which is actually filled with losers, and they're witches too. And so with two timely poured witches jokes because they seen the power that Darwin has because of how loving and kind this person is with his power of photography. Because he made Miss Simeon look good two different times. I ain't gonna lie. That's actually good camera work. I can't even count to you. And you can see Masami's like idea in her head to use Darwin from the start in the episode, but it's a kid's show basically, so it's nothing really ill will. And she's just really embarrassed of her like yearbook picture last year, and plus the ranking that they listed her under, least photogenic. Yikes. And so they turn this shit into a power dynamic because with the spell that they use to sacrifice something on them to like basically all have what they want, and they turn this shit into an alternative yearbook club, but I guess it's getting the job done. But they still have the like sacrifice cup from the night that they did the ritual, right? Right. Masami is the only one still sipping on that little shit, and she literally gets drunk with power and crashes out on Darwin because that nigga was taking pictures of her at first and everything. And like I said another time in the script, bro, they're using now like our generation lingo, and like bro, with one of the pictures he took, I forgot what the paper girl's name is, but like she was like, this one's serving. I'm like,
this one's serving pure.
But it doesn't sound cringy, so I'm like, I'm actually happy with it. And one thing I can say really quickly, I ain't gonna lie, for season 3, like if they one of the creators ever see this shit, please put more promotion, because I mainly knew about season 1 because everyone was tweeting about it and then Hulu posted about it. I didn't know until I seen clips, and that's why I'm doing this video so damn late. I'm sorry. I don't even care if this gets one view. Like if you're here, subscribe to. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, fuck nigga. But yeah, Masami literally gets drunk as fuck with the powering in this shit and turns into a big ass crash out cloud and everything, and starts labeling everyone to what they're going to be. So she gave Tobias like most likely to run for president. Gumball gets 2 straight, so like most likely to like turn out useless as shit, and like nothing changed about him. So damn. Next episode I'm talking about is called The Unfollowing. But it starts off with Gumball and Darwin chilling on the couch talking about which shows they seen it, and Gumball's like bored because the rotation is the same shit. And then they peep Sarah isn't watching them niggas or like on their dick no more and everything. And I forgot how creepy she genuinely has been throughout the whole show, throughout the whole time and shit. And then they go on their phones to check why Sarah hasn't been stalking them to realize that she's unfollowed them. And after realizing that, they were trying to play it off because they're like, at least we get a freedom break from Sarah because she would be doing too much and everything. And these boys literally start starving for attention.
Ignore it. We're just starving for attention.
So they try everything to get her attention at first, and then realize like, why is he fucking with us? And then she says to them, "Oh, I stand Saki-kun." I'm like, what the fuck is that? Shows us a wolf, right? I'm like in my head, this feels like this episode's about to be about AI. And it coincidentally fucking was, bro. So they do everything under their sun to get Sarah's attention. They even like said a baby rebrought, and Anais walks into the room. Gumball says a crazy idea, and Anais walks out the room without Anais being even acknowledged in that episode. It was literally just for the baby joke, because that nigga is the baby. But yeah, so Gumball and Darwin get so desperate to the point where they change the animation style and do a bunch of more dumbass ideas to get it through. It isn't so successful to get Sarah's attention, to the point where Gumball already said, oh yeah, he's gonna crash out about Saki-kun and just him. And Darwin was like, you're doing too much. And then to the point where they're crying, begging on their knees, and Darwin switches up and says, we don't even like, we're even off-screen Saki-kun too, and everything like that. And Sarah's like, well, you can't really do that shit, he's not real. And they show the picture again, and Gumball and Darwin look even closer. It went from Saki-kun looking like this the fucking this. Face ass. But yeah, that's crazy. Like literally, bro, Gumball's like, is that AI generated? And literally, that's how I be looking on certain shit when I'm doing scrubbing. I'm like, is this shit AI? Cause I ain't even going like, bro, this shit is a takeover in a good and in a bad way. But hey man, say man, that gets me with my college homework done faster. Another really funny episode that they had for this season was called The Trumpet. Cole is starting to realize how Gumball's laziness is getting out of hand. After a quick Google search, and she was realizing that an instrument can help a child's development, she needs him to do something because she has a flashback of a cleaning crew basically burning down the crib because of how disgusting that nigga Gumball gets. And Anais and Darwin are the two golden child in her eyes. Gets him the trumpet. And she says no matter what, make him feel like he's the best in the world. That nigga Gumball fucking sucks at playing the trumpet. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can understand how hard it is because I tried it one time in real life. It takes work. But how he was playing it day in and day out throughout the whole episode, you would think he gets better. No. His mom dips into Anais's college fund to get him a pool to help his breathing technique while playing the trumpet. And she's just encouraging the like spoiled bratty kid style into it. And like Darwin and Anais are so fed up with it where Darwin grows hair and rips that shit out. Anais is explaining the joke and they tried to tell Gumball and like he was like, nah, y'all are just jealous that I'm the favorite child now. And Nicole is just happy because at least Gumball's passing school. And I think he was playing that shit in school too because Miss Simeons passed out while grading his tests. And that's really bad, bro. And literally bought the youngest hit producer in the like music game to work with him for 3 hours. And bro's face looked like this. And he crashed his car right after he got his like 30-second break. That's fucking terrible, nigga. And so to prove his talents and claim that he's the best of like being the best, he goes to the school recital to play his trumpet. And like it's so bad, like everyone starts cheering for him when it's over. He trumpet drops for some reason, and Principal Brown literally burns that shit with the cleaning crew right afterwards. And it's really fucking bad on your music playing, bro. You gotta step that shit up, Gumball. My second favorite episode of this season called The Census This. The episode started off with career day and like the donut police officer like literally locking himself up and Nicole judging the other parents as if it was a competition. It's just to tell the kids what you do and like why you may pick that career when you grow up, right? It's Nicole's turn because after Miss Simeon said you gotta stop being so judgmental because your inner monologue is so loud. It's just out of place as that badly and gets called out 2 different times. You know that's bad if niggas can just know that you're judging them and literally scared off the other parents. You're not a good person, Nicole. And never in my 14 years out of watching this show did I think I would see Nicole do a dab and floss in the same frames. They really took an unexpected and funny ass turn with the season. I can't even lie to you, bro. And I'm also laughing too. Like I like how Nicole was judging the other parents too. And I deadass don't even remember where she works. She deadass reminds me of Rochelle from Everyone Hates Chris. And so after Anais is so embarrassed with her mom doing that bullshit and like literally scaring the other students into the corner of the class, Nicole is starting to come to terms to it, and it's even worse where Gumball and Darwin have to say their own opinion, and she was like, y'all weren't even there, and their response back to that was, we have to use ninja secret techniques to stay away from you in public. You know that's bad. That's terrible. Nicole comes to terms that like maybe she is doing too much and everything and starts crying about it. While Nicole is crying in the bathroom, she realizes Wasami's mom is crying in there too. Yoshidi, or whatever the fuck her name is. And so they come to terms and put their differences aside because they both realize they embarrassed their daughters, but like they think they can make it even better by combining it, but they made it 10 times fucking worse somehow. And I ain't gonna lie, they pulled up with that aura because both Wasami and Anais is both talking about how their moms were both acting like crazy as hell throughout the school day and both embarrassing them in front of their classmates. And then they both realize, wait, where is their moms at? both of them. Double Trouble coming in as a Dragon Ball fusion, which I said it hella times in my notes. This shit felt like a Dragon Ball inspired episode. Pulled up with that aura and said, "Oh, I'm Yoshida." Wasami's mom and Nicole come to the terms of what they have done and said, "Oh, let's fuse," because our master said when we were younger, they gave a whole Dragon Ball fucking lore explanation about how they learned how to do it, which is called synthesis, which basically that's the fusion dance they do and turn into Nekoshida. And the fusion name Nekoshida is tough as fuck. I can't even lie. And the design too, because when we get later into the episode, I'll talk about some more shit. But they pull up and they start doing the most times 20 at like literally dodgeball, patty cake game. And they end up sending all the students to the infirmary, and they turn Tobias into dust. That's bad. And Aisa and Wasami have like had enough of it to the point where they make their own fusion too. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was ass as fuck.
Fuck no, baby.
Fucking 4 out of 10 tops, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It just looked like a Puffy, Cloud, and Aisa. Like they could have. I can't even, because I remember too, the pupils is like Masami's blank cloud eyes, so like that was just like, I feel like I'm staring into like a soulless body, like Hollow Knight type of shit. It was a really good fight and everything, and like it had some Dragon Ball references too, with like Miss Simeon watching them fly out the window like Vegeta, and like Nicole charging up even more after not believing what Anais had to say and everything, and like it was taking a minute for Nicole to charge up even more, and Anais was just looking around like, damn, this is taking a second. And I'm like, bro, this is what I felt like because I'm actively watching Dragon Ball Z right now, and the Cell arc, and I was like, certain shit you just gotta be like, you could have did something, but I guess the like power scaling rules or whatever the fuck, I guess. The fusion of Anais and Wasami, because I don't even know what the fuck they call themselves, like was like explaining like, oh, do you think you're doing this for us, or you're like reflecting your past traumas from your mothers, which was like a good episode to like go have a breakthrough. And there was another episode where like Nicole and Gumball had a breakthrough also, which is like certain things where like if y'all watch this shit with y'all family, it's something y'all can talk on and touch on too, which is really interesting and nice. It's nice to see them expanding the writing in this type of lighting. The last episode I'm talking about is the Necropancer. This one is my favorite episode of this season because it calls back to one from the original show, which is Possessed Gumball by Carrie. That episode where it played on the first time when I was a kid, I was actually just dying my ass off, where he's just literally eating food, eating trash, eating anything, because Carrie just wanted the taste of regular food. But this time is because Carrie and Darwin are dating and they're going on dates and stuff too. And like Gumball's body is so hammered up, just like the original episode, where like it was to the point where Darwin thought Gumball was like still possessed by Carrie, and like you could see how hammered up that nigga's body was. And I think there was like a frame where like when she was like dancing, basically her flying and flopping him on the ground. So like Gumball's like, nah, we gotta get a permanent solution. You have to get your own body. And so they go to the underground, and like there's hella signs and hints where someone needs to tell the truth, and everyone needs to tell the truth, because if you don't, shit's gonna go south. But Carrie's literally a ghost and the daughter of the underworld for some fucking reason too. So yeah, so they got like kind of safe passage and everything. So they go through the underworld, get through all the like side quests and everything. And they finally get to the Necropancer book and everything like that. And so it goes to the point where like Carrie's trying to do everything to stop them from doing it, because she literally squashed like one of the people who was trying to test them about everything. Gumball saying every dark secret in the world, because they were like, oh, if you don't tell the truth and everything like that, like you're not gonna get the right answers and all that shit. And to the point where like when they got to the actual book, like they were like, all right, bro, we're fed up with all the extra tasks you're getting us to do. Like he split open the book and was trying to read the spell, and with Carrie trying to like do everything, like make them go eat, dance, everything to just distract them from doing it. And she just blatantly told them boys, hey, I don't want an actual human body. I like being a ghost. Darwin was fine with, came to terms with that, and it's fine with that. And like everyone was like on like all that just nice stuff. And like literally there was one of the like people in the underground who was the producers for like Hollywood shows, and they're like, yeah, that shit's good. Write that shit down.
Yeah. We'll
The
use
fuck
that.
up out of here, nigga. And everything like that. So the new solution is where Carrie possesses Darwin, and that nigga has like 2 extra limbs now. And like Gumball said, this is like more confusing because like who is doing, well, like Carrie's possessing Darwin, but how does that shit fucking work? Cause technically in lore, that nigga's made of love cells, no organ. Oh, love cells. So technically, just grows more because of. Oh shit! Hold up, I'm making a breakthrough. Hold up, this might be a theory. So the 2 extra arms came from, like, the love from how strong their love is. It grew his ass 2 extra arms. I'm onto something. I'm high as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm finna flush out my nose, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I hate sounding stuffy as shit. But yeah, if you really enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Hella more shit. Talking about hella more shows, video games, any and everything, bro. Just leave a like, comment down below if you love this video. If like I need to do anything better as a content creator. And I love y'all so much because I hope by the next video I drop, I don't fucking sound like this, bro. But yeah, ALA game for L. Love all my supporters to death. Black Anthem coming soon, fuck boy.
Leon get the bitches, but if you know that's Kai.